Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So my name is Golda. If you're joining my channel for the first time, my name is Golda and I am an international student studying in Finland, and this is my second year here. I study chemical engineering. So I do videos to help people apply to study in Finland and also showcase some of Finnish lifestyle. So today I am going to talk about some questions that people ask that I feel like, okay, let me give them my own honest answer regarding it based on my experience. So I'm going to start with the first question. The first question is, do international students pay tuition fee in Finland? So the answer to that question is yes. International students pay tuition fee in Finland. The people who don't pay tuition fee in Finland are the Finns or EU citizens. So if you are a Finnish citizen, you don't pay tuition fee, you study for free. If you are an EU citizen, you don't pay tuition fee, you study for free. But as long as you are an international student here in Finland, you are required to pay a tuition fee. So the tuition fee might vary maybe from 5,500 euro to 12,500 euro, depending on the university that you're studying in. But definitely you pay tuition fee. And another question is, are there scholarship opportunities in Finland? So that is a question that will pop up a lot of times, and I will say that yes, they usually offer scholarship, but not fully funded scholarship. So you might have some universities who offer 50% scholarship in the second year of your studies, which means that maybe your first year they might offer you early bird payment scholarship, like maybe they can deduct like 1,500 euro from your tuition fee, depending on the university you apply to. So some university give you a 50% scholarship based on your number of ECTs. Some university give you 20% scholarship, and some don't give you any scholarship at all. So it depends on which university that you're studying in, but there are scholarship packages, but not fully funded scholarship actually. So, but there are some universities that are bringing on new policies such that if you are maybe the student with the highest grade from your first year, you might earn a scholarship in your second year, fully funded scholarship in your second year. So those are some policies that some universities are setting now. But in a general case, I would say that there's no fully funded scholarship in Finland. Unless you are planning on going to a vocational school, then every school has its different packages for students. So the next question is, if you are given an admission to study in Finland, can you travel with your family? Yes, you can travel with your family immediately, or you can even take them later. It's your choice. So if you have been granted an admission to study in Finland, you can come along with your family, that's your husband or your wife. Also, you can come along with your kids. It is very okay here in Finland to bring your family here. So you can do that immediately, or you can do that even when you already arrived here and probably you want to bring them. You can bring them now later. And the good news is that children study here for free. So if you have your kids and they are going to school, they go to school for free. They don't pay tuition fee. There's also a support that is being given by in the insurance. So they give kids support, money support, and also for maybe if your dependent is your wife who is not working and you apply for it, they also give your wife or money support. So the next question is that now that you have applied, because I remember the last application just ended this month in January 22nd. So the next thing is that what's next after that. So what's next is you just have to wait for the school to send you an email. So they are going to send you an email and they are going to tell you your next step. Most time your next step will involve you registering, preparing for the exam. So they'll give you the exam dates. So then they'll also give you the recommendations of maybe the types of subjects that they are going to set on, and then you then know what to prepare on. So they'll guide you through that process. So they are going to send you an email and they'll guide you through that process, and you then know what you are supposed to study for your exam. That's the next step. And after that, then if you qualify for the exam, if you pass the written exam, they are going to like call you for the next step. The next step is an interview. So they are going to invite you for a group interview, and usually the group interview is for 5 people. When I was doing mine, we were like 5 of us in the group interview, mixed from different countries who were applying to study in Finland. So it's not really that difficult. It's something that you should like. If you're good in communication, then it will be very easy for you. Yeah. So now, but what our advice is that if you're someone that applied this year in January, and probably when you write your exam, you should already start preparing your documents as well, like your bank statement. So you should just start filing your bank as well, so that you can be prepared. You can be prepared when the results are out. So you won't really face those challenges as long as bank statement is concerned. The next question is, can I work part-time with a student resident permit? Yes. When you apply for a student resident permit, they give you 30 hours per week for you to work. So you are permitted to work at most 30 hours per week as an international student with the student resident permit in Finland. So yes, you can work part-time as a student. Now let's talk about housing, because this question has also been popping up. Regarding housing in Finland, normally every city that you are studying in has their own housing agents. So housing usually range from where I study in Kokkola. Housing ranges from 260 euro to 350 euro. That's for a joint apartment. That's for a joint apartment where you have 2 people or 3 people per apartment with a shared kitchen and a shared toilet, or maybe separate toilets. So it ranges from 260 euros to 250 euros. They also have a family apartment where you can rent just for you and your family, and that one too has its own price, which ranges from 350 to 480 or something like that. And they also pay, so for that case, you're expected to pay the water bill and the electric bill, depending on the number of people living in that house. Maybe if you have your husband, wife, and kids, 2 kids, you're supposed to pay depending on the number of people that are living in the apartment. This information I just gave right now is based on where the city I live in, Kokkola. So I don't really know much about other cities, but what I know is that every city that you study in have different housing agents for that city, and they might have their own different rules there. But for where I study in, that is the rules that have been set in place. So how can you apply for housing? So they have a website that you can apply to for housing. There's stankari.fi for Kokkola, and so you can just search online housing for the city you're studying in, and I'm sure they're going to like show you a link to the housing agent website, where you can then just go there and apply for it and make your choice, even when you are still in your country. So you just rent a house at once before you can then get to Finland, and you know that, okay, I already have a place to stay. Yeah. So the next question is it easy to find a job in Finland? This question, so people are really concerned about this. Is it easy to get a job in Finland? This is Europe. It's not easy anywhere. So I can't just tell you that it's easy to find a job in Finland, and maybe if you come, your experience is not the same as mine. There are people that just get here immediately and they get jobs, whereas there are people that get here and it takes some time for them to get jobs, maybe 1 year, up to 1 year, yes, for you to get a job, and at the end you eventually get one. So it's not something that is really guaranteed. it depends on your situation. You might be lucky enough to get a job immediately you arrive, and you might be someone who is lucky enough to get a job just 1 year, 1 year from when you arrive to Finland. So when you're coming to Finland, you should be prepared, knowing that you have to hold some extra money with you in case you don't have a job. You'll be able to survive within that period of time that you don't have a job. Because I wouldn't really say that when you come immediately you get a job. That is not it. That's not the case. So just like other European countries, not just Finland, everywhere actually. So when you're going there, you just have to know that, okay, in case I don't have a job, I should be able to survive. So you have some little cash with you when coming, so that you can be able to survive within those period of time that you're here. Do I need to know Finnish before having a part-time job in Finland? Sadly, yes, you're expected to know Finnish. That's the first priority. Like when you apply to most jobs here, to be honest, they tell you yes, they expect you to know Finnish. But you can be lucky to work as an international student who knows just English and not Finnish. You know, like there's some jobs that can accept you there for you to work there, but actually they expect you to know Finnish. So if you know Finnish, then it is an added advantage for you to easily get a job if you know Finnish. What makes most people not to have a job here in Finland is because, first of all, the language barrier. So when you just come, you don't know the language and you're just trying to adapt to the environment, and it becomes difficult. You don't language barrier make you miss out on opportunities to have a job here in Finland. That's the thing. So if you have a way of, maybe if you already know that you're planning to come and you want to start learning the language, it's good. But trust me, the language is a requirement to have a job. But you can be lucky enough to get employed without knowing the language. Yeah, you can be lucky enough, but it doesn't mean that they don't need you to know the language. They do need you to know the language, but you can be lucky enough not to know the language and you get a job. So how do you get part-time jobs in Finland, or how do you apply for jobs in Finland? So people would just come in. I remember when I just came in, there's this confusion. Where do I start? Where do I begin from? If you don't have someone who can guide you through it, you might be really lost. Like you don't know where to start. So I would advise that if you're someone looking for a job and you don't know how to go about it, you can go online on Google and you just type out, maybe if you're looking for a cleaning job, you can type out cleaning jobs in your city, the city you're living in right there, and they're going to like show you some cleaning companies in that city, where you can then go into their website and see if there are job opportunities, there are open applications, or there are job positions for you to apply to. So you can then do that, depending any job you want, cleaning, whatever job you want to do as part-time job. So if you just need to go online and search the location you're living in, search all the companies that are there, and then you apply to them. Yeah, so that's the best way to go about it when you just arrive. So if you don't have anyone to like guide you through the process, you can easily do it like that. Yeah. For those who were not opportune to apply in January and they still feel like they want to still apply to schools in Finland, so obviously there are other opportunities that are going to come in between this year, and we have separate applications that will come up. We still have another joint application in September, so there are a lot of opportunities for you to apply to study in Finland. So you just have to know these tips, and I will sure make videos when such opportunities occur, and I will make videos regarding the schools and also how you can apply to them. Yeah. Thank you guys. Thank you so much for watching this video to the end. Thank you guys for the support. Thank you for the comments and the likes that you always drop. I really do appreciate. Please, if you haven't liked this video, like and comment and subscribe to my channel so I can be dropping more of these videos for you and you'll be the first one to know. Please do subscribe to this channel and like this video. Thank you guys for watching to the end. I am really grateful, and see you in my next video.